Welcome, friends. If you are watching live here, I invite you to come over to the Insight Timer app where we'll have an opportunity to be part of a live chat together and connect before and after practice briefly. Have a great practice. We still have a little over a minute and then we will begin. Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Hmm. Our chat is running a little slowly, as it often does. Feel free to say hello. Hmm. We'll wait about a minute to get started. Oh, and I wonder if we're back into having issues with the chat. I hope not. Getting to interact is one of the sweetest parts about being together on this app. But if I don't see any comments from anyone in the next few moments, I will assume that the chat is down again. So happy to be together. I just realized I can't even if the chat isn't working, I can't even see if you can hear me okay. So if you are part of our group here on the app, please let me know if you can. Oh, great. Oh, I see Elizabeth is saying, "Are you there?" Oh, are you not seeing me here? Oh, that's very strange. Very strange. Okay. We're having a little bit of. Hi, Jason. Thanks for checking in. Oh, strange. Okay, I have no idea what's happening. Let's try a couple of things. Uh, huh. Okay. I guess I will reboot. Hopefully this works. Fingers crossed. How about now? Can you see me? Can you hear me now? Are we working? Oh, hey, thanks, Prakriti. Okay, great. Beautiful. Who knows what that was, but I reloaded the page and now we're here together. And that is all that matters. Great. Great. Thank you. Well, welcome, everyone. Why don't you drop a hello? Tell us where you're joining from on our incredible planet today. Hello, Laurie. Uh, well, let me do a little introduction, then I'll share something briefly. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena Layel. I have many recordings here on the app available to you. A 10-day course, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life. We have live session each week on the app. We just took a little pause, but we're back. Generally, we have about 2 sessions a week, sometimes 3. It just varies. You can find all of my lives that range from meditation to yoga asana practice. You can find those on my profile page here on the Insight Timer app. Yeah, so today's session is going to be oh, thanks everyone. I'm seeing your comments coming in, and oh, look. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. So happy. Yes, so I haven't been here all of last week and part of this week because we just completed a really incredible week-long retreat. 8, 9 of us total beautiful souls came together and just did the deep work of the journey of coming home to ourselves. So we're just coming back from that, and I see that some who are on the retreat are here today. What a sweet joy! And my beautiful mother came to join us for the retreat, so I have her live here with me. So very, very sweet to all be together now. And for those of you who just came from the retreat, I'm so grateful to see you again. I'm so grateful to see everyone. It's such a joy. Oh, wonderful, Elizabeth. Yes, extra warm welcome to anyone who's here for the first time. So I'll just do a brief explanation of this session and then we'll dive in. This is a yoga asana practice, the physical practice of yoga. Many times, or many of us think about yoga as just being the physical practice, but it's so much more than that. So the postures called asanas are what we will be focusing on today. And yoga really means union, yoga. And whether you think about this as union of your higher self and your humanness, or your mind, body, and emotions coming into harmony, we have this opportunity to experience the state of union. And there's so much more I could say on that, but that's not what we'll get into today. So this is really about you with you, self-awareness, what's happening inside, what do I need, what is my body saying to me, what are the emotions saying to me, what is happening in my mind, can I witness this experience while being in these poses, can I maybe be a little more kind with myself, a little more generous. And with that, I really invite you to honor your body. I have this listed as an intermediate yoga practice because I won't be breaking down the cues the way that I would in a beginner session. So everyone is welcome to join. Please, though, honor your body. If you are uncomfortable or unfamiliar with something that I'm offering, take a resting pose. If you are familiar with it and you just need a rest, take a resting pose. This is not about some peak physical performance. This is about you with you. So again, please honor your body. And I think that is all. We're just going to do a little sound test. I'm going to step away from the computer to make sure that you are hearing me through the mic in my ear. So just a little sound test. Can you still hear me well and clearly back here by the mat? Hello, hello. Welcome to our practice together. Can you hear me? And it looks like things are moving really slowly again. So I'll just wait to see your responses. Okay, Elizabeth is saying all good. Okay, great. Your comments are coming through now. Okay, beautiful. So this is a 60-minute practice. That will begin right now. Sandra Lee, come join us. She was just sharing that she got a little distracted momentarily, and if that isn't the really the opportunity for all of us here in our yoga practice, we have the opportunity to tune in, to check in. And rather than always being distracted and having something to do, we had an experience like this yesterday where um, I can't even remember exactly what the context was, but essentially, I was just allowing myself to get distracted rather than just being present. Even if we're not distracting ourselves from discomfort inside, sometimes we're just habituated to be in distraction. So, how can we settle, align, be more present, and have an experience of ourselves right now? I invite you to have a yoga mat. If you have any props that you use, please have those available. You may wish to have a blanket for your knees, blocks, a strap, anything that you'd like to use for your practice. Um, yeah, I think that's that. So let's find a comfortable seated position. Sit tall. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times, and then relax them down. Feel a space between your teeth so the jaw can relax. And gently touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth just behind the upper teeth. Soften the muscles of the face, close the eyes. As you inhale, feel the belly, ribs, and then chest expanding, this three-part breath. As you exhale, feel the chest relaxing in, the ribs relaxing in, and the belly softening inward. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And as we tune into the breath, start to become aware of what else is happening for you today inside. What is happening in the body? And without judging it, just notice, oh wow, I feel sticky here, I feel pain here, I feel tight here. Just notice. And maybe as you feel the body, you also notice emotions today. We've had a potent full moon, and many of us have been feeling heightened emotions. What's happening in your emotional system today? And also notice the mind. Is your mind taking you someplace other than this moment, this experience? Is it trying to get you away from discomfort? Is it trying to fix something or solve something? And again, just notice the mind. Slowly bring the palms to touch at the heart. Feel your chest lifting up into your thumbs as the chest broadens. Take a slow, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale deeply. We'll chant the sound Om together. Oh. 2 more times. Inhale deeply. One final time. Make sure to spend some time on the sound. Oh. Bow your chin to your chest. Set your sankalpa, your intention for practice. Lift your gaze. Inhale, reach your arms wide out to the sides, all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, bow through center. Reach your arms forward. Make little tents with your fingers. Shoulders back, chest forward. Press the spine back behind you. Curl the chin toward the chest. Tilt the tailbone forward. Inhale, reach the chest forward, tailbone back. Exhale, tilt the tailbone under, press the spine back behind you, curl the chin to the chest. Inhale, chest forward, tailbone back. Exhale, press the spine back behind you. Inhale, roll up the spine to come back to a seated position. Release the breath. Inhale, reach the arms wide, palms touch. Exhale down to the heart. We'll do this 2 more times. Really lengthen the sides of the body. Inhale, exhale. One more breath like this. Reach the arms out wide. Exhale. We'll breathe in and out of the nose now as we move into our practice. Beautiful. Cross the ankles to rock the weight forward or just roll off onto one hip to come to all fours. Wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hip bones. Lift the fingers, spread them wide, root back down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Inhale, crown and tailbone lift up. Exhale, spine to sky, chin to chest. There's a really cute little gecko that's just watching us. Inhale, belly and heart melt down. Lift the tailbone. Look up only as far as it feels okay on the neck. Exhale, press your spine to the sky. Continue and root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Let's start to stretch the palms, maybe the wrists a little. On your next inhalation, come to a neutral spine. Look down at your wrists and see that the crease of your wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. You're finding this nice alignment for the body. Let's kick the left leg out to the left a little. Extend back through the right leg. Roll to the inside of the right foot and see if you can reach the sole of the right foot down for the mat. Press into the left hand, lift up out of the bottom shoulder. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over the ear and pull the shoulders away from the ears. Keep rooting down to the outer edge of the right foot if possible. We all have different bodies. Breathe deeply. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale to bring it all the way down to the mat. Bring the right knee down, left foot in. Rock the hips side to side. Second side, kick the right foot out to the right a little. Extend back through the left leg. Roll to the inside of the left foot and maybe reach the sole of the foot down for the mat. Weight in the right hand. Press into that bottom hand to lift up out of the shoulder. Left arm reaches over the ear. If you're wanting to play with balance, it's completely fine to keep both hands down. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Root down through the outer edge of the left foot if possible and breathe. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale to sweep it all the way down to the mat. Left knee in, right foot in, rock the hips side to side. Hug the navel toward the spine. So we're starting to activate the core so we have a nice supported core throughout our practice. Walk your hands far forward. Keep the hips high. Release the heart down toward the mat. Relax the head and the neck. Gently hug the navel toward the spine. Keep rooting down through the hands. Breathe deeply. One invitation is rather than always needing to find the maximum stretch, especially for those of us who have any hypermobility, can you ease into a pose? Slow, deep breath. Can you relax the heart down toward the floor a little more, opening the front side of the chest? Remember, no strain in the neck here. On your next inhalation, press into the palms and the shins to rise up. Walk your hands back in. We'll play a little bit with activating the core strength. Bring the knees underneath the hips if they've gone a little wide. I'm seeing a comment come in, so just want to make sure that you can all still hear me, okay? Okay, that's it. Welcome. Okay, extend back through the left leg. Again, hug the navel toward the spine. So rather than the belly dropping down here, we hug the navel in. So we start to flatten the low back and engage our beautiful cores. Press out through the heel. Option to stay here or lift the right leg. Option to stay here or lift the left arm alongside the ear with the left thumb up to the sky. The gaze is down at the floor so the back of the neck is long. Either hang out here, if you're just getting used to this, you can always have the right foot down. You can start with that basic posture. If you'd like to really wake things up a little bit more and you're feeling strong here, meaning no strain, no pain, we'll inhale, exhale, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Remember, this is only if you've really been working your core already in your life and this feels good. You feel solid in your balance. Your back feels good here. Your neck and shoulders feel good. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to release everything down. Come back to all fours. Rock the hips side to side. Ah, second side. Extend back through the left leg. Remember, you can just hang out here. It's completely fine. Press the left heel back. Hug the navel toward the spine. Weight in the left hand. Maybe lift the leg if that feels good for you. Maybe bring the right arm alongside the ear with the thumb pointing up toward the sky. Back of the neck is long. Breathe. Keep hugging the navel toward the spine. Press out through the left heel. Flex the left foot. Shoulders pull down away from ears. Option to stay here or to bring the elbow to the knee. But again, this is only if you're already feeling strong and your body is saying, yes, this feels good. We'll inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Keep pressing down into the left hand so you're not dropping down into the left shoulder. Lift up out. Relax your lips, relax your jaw. One more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bring everything down. Rock the hips side to side. Take the knees wide, big toes touch, sink the hips back to the heels. Walk your hands forward, melt your belly, your heart, your forehead down toward the mat. It's okay if the head doesn't touch. Find a position here where you can feel relaxation in the head and the neck. Shoulders drop down. This is a great resting pose. If this is comfortable for you, this is a great pose to take anytime you're needing a pause. Breathe deeply. Recall your sankalpa, the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Feel your hips reach down toward your heels. On your next inhalation, slowly rise up to all fours. Bring your knees back beneath your hips. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders again. So the wrists are beneath the shoulders. The crease of the wrist is parallel to the top of the mat. Walk the hands a little further forward now in front of the shoulders. Lift the fingers, spread them wide, root back down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Tuck the toes under, hug the navel toward the spine. Press yourself up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the feet, bending one knee at a time and reaching the opposite heel back for the back of the mat. Root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Reach both heels down for the back of the mat. If the backs of the legs, the glutes, or the low back are feeling tight, bend your knees. Lift your hips up and back. Press your heart back toward your thighs, and we'll all again engage the navel toward the spine. Feel the crown of the head reaching away from your shoulders and down toward your fingers. Beautiful, everyone. If you have a lot of spaciousness in the backs of your legs, you can reach the heels down for the mat. Continue to hug the navel toward the spine. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out of the nose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Fingertips to shins, rock the weight into the toes. Pull your shoulders back, hug your navel toward your spine. Crown of the head reaches away from the hips. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, press into the feet. Reach the arms all the way up. Rise up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lovely. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, reach them up, palms touch. Exhale, bow through center, bend the knees, hug the navel in. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, fingertips to shins, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Press the heels back to the wall behind you. Hug the navel toward the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Wrists are beneath shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, all the way to the belly. Reach yourself forward, elbows pull back. Inhale, bhujangasana or cobra. Same pose. Lower down. Tuck the toes under, press yourself up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 slow, deep breaths here. Look forward at your wrists. See that your wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. Chin is slightly tucked so the back of the neck is long. Hug the navel toward the spine. And again, bend your knees if there's tension in the backs of your legs. Press your heart back toward your thighs. Beautiful, everyone. Root down evenly through the whole palm. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold. Big toes are parallel or touching. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold. Option to bend the knees or just press into the feet. Rise all the way up, flat back. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms open. Exhale, bow through center. Option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, all the way to the belly. Elbows stay close, pull back. Inhale, curl up through the spine, bhujangasana. Pubic bone stays in contact with the mat. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hug the navel toward the spine. Crown of the head reaches away from the ears. Heart presses back toward thighs. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, shoulders back, navel towards spine. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up, option to bend the knees. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring the big toes to touch. Heels are just slightly apart. So it's your body's natural distance here. It's kind of difficult to bring everything together for some of us. So when we bring the big toes to touch, you'll notice there's a little space between your heels. You don't need to over exaggerate it though. Yes. So your body's natural distance here. So the big toes touch, slight part between the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up, sink the hips down, release the tailbone down. Utkatasana. Exhale, palms touch, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog, thighs are completely off of the mat. Make your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Softly step the right foot through between the hands. Take as many steps as you need. Lower the back heel. Hips are square to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down. Hug that navel toward the spine. Lift the back heel. Step the right leg back. Lower through your vinyasa or just come to downward facing dog. Totally your choice. Big toes touch. Softly step the left foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel, hips square to the top of the mat. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touch down, lift the back heel. Softly step the left leg back. Lower down, or just come to downward facing dog. 5 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Hug the navel toward the spine. Heart presses back toward thighs. Keep rooting down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, weight in the toes, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips down, big toes touch, reach the arms all the way up. Utkatasana, stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Very nice, my friends. So, again, this is really for you. So, how can you modify? How do you need to rest? What do you need to do for your body so this meets you? We all have different bodies, we all have different experience levels. So, without judging ourselves, maybe having thoughts about, oh, I can't do this, or what is happening, or she should be doing this differently, how can you just take care of you? Many of you have heard me share that one of my favorite quotes is comparison is the thief of joy. How can we start today, be with where our bodies are today without judging them or beating ourselves up? How can we be with ourselves today? Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart. Sink the hips down. Inhale, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms touch, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower through your vinyasa. Again, Bhujangasana, cobra, or upward facing dog with the thighs completely off of the mat. Make your way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Hips are square to the top of the mat. Inhale, warrior one. Press the hips forward. Exhale, touch down. Lift the back heel. Step the right leg back. Lower through your vinyasa or just come to downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Softly step the left foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel, hips square to the top of the mat. Inhale, Virabhadrasana one, warrior one. Exhale, touch down, lift the back heel, step the left leg back, flow through your vinyasa. 5 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Hug the navel toward the spine. Can you slow your breathing down? Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, my friends. Let's roll the shoulders up and back a few times. And let's just give the wrist a moment of pause here. Interlace your hands and roll through the wrist. Great to see you. Great to be together. Roll through the wrist and change directions. So happy you're here. Ah, beautiful. Give a gentle shake and we'll continue. Big toes are parallel, or if your toes touch for your practice, you're welcome to take that foot position. Hug the navel toward the spine, lift the crown of the head up so we lengthen through the torso. And I'm not popping my ribs forward here and my tailbone out behind me. My tailbone is neutral and relaxed. My navel hugs in, so my ribs are gently tucked in. And I'm feeling like there's a thread in the top of my head lifting me up. So rather than being in this kind of a position, which many of us kind of live in, we find all of this length without straining anything in here. I'm seeing a comment that's going to make sure you can also hear me. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks for being here with us. Palms touch at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms out, palms touch. Exhale, bow forward. Swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, and press yourself up and back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look forward and see that your wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. Hug the navel toward the spine. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Really stretch here. Lift the leg up to the sky. Shoulders pull up away from ears. Bend the right knee. Stack the right hip. Allow the toes to fall behind. Lift the right knee a little higher. Breathe deeply. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the leg. Option to stay here. Or exhale, bring the knee to the nose, high plank. Remember, this is optional. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel and widen your stance. So really wide stance here. Walk the feet further away from each other. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Stay bent into the front knee. Square the hips to the left side of the mat as we come into Virabhadrasana 2. Back toes are slightly turned in. Sink into that front knee and gently press the knee out to the right. So maybe you can see your right big toe. Stick your booty out behind you and then tilt the tailbone under so we lengthen the low back. Sink a little deeper. Palms up to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring yourself down, bend into the knee. Inhale, rise up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, sink down, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, exhale. And the gaze can be over the right middle finger. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Left hand gently touches the back leg. Stay low in the hips. Reach the right arm up and over the ear. Reverse warrior. Breathe here. Drop the right shoulder away from the ear. Keep pressing into the feet to lift up out of that kind of drop into the hips and the torso. Inhale, reach the right arm down so the forearm comes to the right thigh. Reach the left arm over the ear, extended side angle. Keep rooting down through the outer edge of the left foot. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, gazes over right middle finger. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Lift the back heel. Step the right leg back. Lower through your vinyasa, or just come to downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Really hug the navel in toward the spine. Lift the leg a little higher. Bend the left knee. Stack the hips. Left toes fall behind. Lift the knee a little higher. Breathe. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the leg. Option to stay here. Or exhale, bring the knee to the nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, cross the body, right elbow. Remember, this is optional. Inhale. Exhale, softly step the left foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. And again, start to widen your stance. So nice wide stance here. Hips are now square to the right side of the mat. Back toes are slightly turned in. We sink down into the left knee. Stick the booty out behind you. Tilt the tailbone under. Hug the navel toward the spine. Find this length. Beautiful. Arms reach out to the sides. Palms turn up to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Sink down. Inhale. And the gaze can be over the left middle finger. Exhale. 2 more. Beautiful. Turn the palms down. Virabhadrasana 2. Right hand gently touches the back leg. Reach the left arm up and over the ear. Stay low in the hip. And rather than dumping all of your weight back here, can you kind of work with the strength of your legs and your core rather than having to lean all your weight back? It's a building process. Some of us aren't there yet. That's totally okay. I used to feel like all my weight was just being held up by my arm in this pose. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Bring the forearm down to the thigh if you can reach. Sink low in the hip. Right arm up and over the ear. Make sure that your left toes are pointing directly to the top of the mat. We don't want them turned in or out here. Protect that beautiful knee. Right shoulder drops away from the ear. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, windmill the hands down, lift the back heel, step the left leg back, move through your vinyasa, or just come to downward facing dog. 5 slow, deep breaths here. Hug the navel toward the spine. Remember, you can always take a resting pose. Press the heart back toward the thighs. Crown of the head reaches down toward the fingers. Chin is just slightly tucked here so the back of the neck is long. Beautiful. Slowly release the knees wide on the mat. Bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips back to the heels. Relax the belly, the heart, and the head down to the mat. Balasana, child's pose. Slow, deep breaths here. Start to focus on the exhalation being a little longer than the inhalation. Feel the weight of your body melting down. Relax the lips, the jaw. And offer yourself a kind thought. So many of us live in these patterns of constant self-judgment, criticism. What is something kind, loving, caring, acknowledging you could say to yourself right now? These are just old patterns, my friends. They're not who you are. They're not the truth of who you are. They're learned behavior. It's conditioning. Your mom or your dad or someone that raised you spoke to themselves in a hurtful way or spoke to you in a hurtful way. This is a conditioned voice. It's not who you are. So let's start to rewrite the script. What is something kind, caring, acknowledging, loving you could say to yourself right now? And if you're having difficulty, imagine how you would speak to the person you love the most in the whole world. A couple more slow, deep breaths here. On your next inhalation, slowly press yourself up to a seated position and then rise up to all fours. Bring your knees underneath your hips again and rock the hips side to side. Walk the hands a little further forward. Tuck the toes under, hug the navel toward the spine. Press yourself up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees and slowly walk the feet, little step by little step, all the way up to the top of the mat. Let's take a moment here. The big toes are parallel and underneath the hips. Bend your knees. Take a hold of opposite elbows and let your torso really hang here. So the knees are bent. Maybe the belly is on the thighs. Feel the head relaxing down toward the earth. The arms are heavy and relaxed. Rock the weight a little forward and back in the feet. Side to side in the feet.
Find your way to a neutral feeling of your weight in your feet. Relax the head and the neck even more. Release the arms. Let the arms hang really heavy, totally limp. Rock your weight into your heels, and with bent knees and a really relaxed head, press into your heels to roll up the spine one vertebra at a time. Upper body is really relaxed and heavy. Hug the navel toward the spine to support your low back. Head is the very last thing to come up. Feel yourself lifting up toward the sky. The shoulders drop back and down. Hmm, beautiful. We'll play a little bit with balance as we've gone through Virabhadrasana 1 and 2. We'll complete with a little balance in Virabhadrasana 3 before we come down to the mat. So we start by hugging the navel toward the spine. Again, this protects the low back. Many of us were really flexible, and so we're kind of always looking for the most stretch we can get. Maybe that means sticking our booty out behind us, or we do all of these different things with our bodies, looking for a sensation. And if we're not engaging the musculature of the body, it's so easy to strain. Even in yoga, I know so many people think about yoga as, oh, well, this is relaxing and stretching, unless you come to my session. But you know what I mean, right? We think about yoga, but even in really restorative postures, if we don't have the right support or if we're not engaging things properly, it's really easy to strain. So let's focus for a moment here on getting ourselves nice and stable in our bodies. So hug the navel toward the spine that activates the core all the way around. Bring the weight over into the left foot. And if this makes any sense for you, spread your left toes. Actually, I'm going to face to face so I can see my beautiful mama over here. So spread the left toes, hug the navel toward the spine. We can start with the hands on the hips. From here, kick your right foot out in front of you. Now, for some of us, this is where we're going to stay. And maybe you need to lower that heel for a moment to find your balance. Maybe you need to lift it up, but we'll start here. Again, you can totally stay here. It's fine. Micro bend in the left knee so that we're not hyperextending here. If this is feeling good, keep your back nice and flat. Swing your right leg behind you as you start to hinge forward. Keep the right foot really flexed, toes pull up to the knees. Begin to lean forward, hinging forward from the hips. If you've found yourself in your Virabhadrasana pose, Virabhadrasana 3, keep pressing the heel back behind you. Drop your right hip down. The right hip wants to pop up here. Option to keep the hands at the hips, reach the arms forward, or take the arms out to the side in an airplane mode. Please choose whichever option feels best for your body. Keep hugging the navel toward the spine. Press into the standing leg, micro bend in the knee. Swing that right knee all the way up to the chest. Interlace the hands in front of the knee. Hug it in. Beautiful. Release it down. Give a little shake. Second side. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. She's so beautiful. What a gift. Weight in the right foot this time. Spread the toes if that makes any sense. Hug the navel toward the spine. Lift up. Lengthen. Extend the left foot out in front of you. Flex the foot. Toes pull up toward the knee. Now, again, maybe this is where you're hanging out. Maybe you need to bring the foot down, lift it up. You're working with your balance and your strength. Option to stay here, or if you're feeling comfortable, swing the left leg back, hug the navel toward the spine, start to move forward with a flat back in your Virabhadrasana 3 pose. Now, again, the hip, the left hip, the hip of the lifted leg is always going to want to pop up. So we consciously drop the hip down so we square the hips. Beautiful. Hands to the hips, straight out in front or out to the side in your airplane. Choose whatever feels best for you. Gaze is down at the floor. Back of the neck is long. Keep hugging the navel in. Keep flexing the left toes, micro bending that standing leg. Beautiful. Swing the left leg forward. Maybe bring the knee up into the chest. Interlace the hands. Shoulders drop back and down. Relax your mouth. Give a little smile to your beautiful self. And release. Micro bend in the standing leg. Give a little shake. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Take the feet as wide as the edges of the mat. Toes turn out to the side. So I'm turning to the side so you can see me, but you're welcome to stay facing the top of your mat to find this position. When you bend your knees move over your toes. This is the alignment we're finding here. If you have any knee issues, any knee pain or ankle pain, if you know that squatting doesn't work for you, please just make your way down to a seated position. There's no need to strain here. Hug your navel toward your spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink your hips back and down. Bend the knees to come into your squat. Now, for me, I'm going to start to bring my feet in a little closer so that I can comfortably release my glutes down toward the earth. Now, if you're here and there's no pain, remember, this is a no pain pose. If there's pain, come out of it. It's not doing you the good that you're needing. If you're here comfortably, you can bring the backs of the arms to the insides of the knees and maybe press the arms into the knees to widen the space in your hips. Maybe the palms come to touch. If you're here, lengthen the spine, gently reach the chest forward. Balasana. Keep dropping the hips back and down behind you and breathe. Lovely. Slowly release. Make your way on to your back. Actually, if you're unfamiliar with bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, please sit and watch. If you're very familiar with this pose, you can walk through it with me. The reason I'm inviting you to watch, whenever we have any pose where we put weight on the neck, we're lying on the back or we're headstanding, anything, we don't want to turn the head. So what many of us do, we'll be in the middle of a pose and we'll turn to look at our neighbor or to look at the screen in this case. And this is a really easy way to injure ourselves. So again, if you're unfamiliar with this, I invite you to watch first. If you're familiar, you can just follow the cues with me. Bend the knees and place the feet about hip distance apart. See if you can brush your heels with your middle fingers. This is a nice alignment for our foundation. If you can't, it's okay. It's okay. We all have different bodies. Yes, different legs have arms. I have long gorilla arms, so maybe it's a little easier for me. Toes are slightly turned in. Press your low back down into the mat and feel how that pops your tailbone up to the sky. Chin is slightly tucked. Press into the feet to curl up, lifting your low back, middle back, and upper back off of the mat. So we have this nice lift. If you're here and you'd like to go further, you can interlace your hands and tuck the shoulders underneath you. Press your hips, press your belly and your chest up even more. Lift high and then relax the glutes, maintaining the lift. Remember, we're not turning the head here ever, ever, ever. So let's slowly come out of this together and we'll all come into it again. So the feet are hip distance apart. Reach down. Maybe you can brush your heels with your middle fingers. Toes turn in slightly. Press your low back down into the mat. Feel how that lifts your tailbone up. The gaze is up at the ceiling. Press into the feet to curl up the spine, lift the low back, middle back, upper back off of the mat. Option to just stay here and really work the pose here, or interlace the fingers. Tuck the shoulders under to lift yourself up even higher by pressing into the feet and then relaxing the glutes. Breathe deeply. 3 to 5 breaths here, your choice. If the knees are splaying wide, bring them closer together, really rooting down through the soles of the feet evenly. Relax your jaw, your face. Open. Lift a little higher, relax the glutes. When you're ready to come down the same way you came up. So if the shoulders are under you, untuck them, release the hands, roll down one vertebra at a time. And then once you're all the way down, we often have this feeling of wanting to hug the knees in, but this is not the best thing for our spine, especially the lumbar spine. So rather than hugging the knees in, take your feet wide, keep the knees bent, allow both knees to fall over to the left. Breathe. And now allow both knees to fall over to the right. What we're doing right now is rather than just popping the spine in the opposite direction, now move a little side to side. Rather than popping the spine in the opposite direction, going from a back bend and then bringing the knees into the chest, we're moving into a spine. So we're still receiving some relief in the back, but rather than moving in this kind of a direction, we're moving the spine side to side with a twist. So it's not giving that extreme movement in the low back. Great. Bring both knees over to the left, hang out here. If this feels good, and only if it feels good, you can stack the left ankle on the outside of the right knee. Keep the right shoulder rooted. You can take the arms out to a T or cactus them if that feels good. Turn your gaze over your right shoulder. If your ankle is stacked, slowly release it. Slowly move through center. This time the gaze is over the left shoulder. Knees are over to the right. And if it feels good, you can stack your right ankle over the outside of the left knee. Soften the face, the glute. Feel this gift you're giving yourself right now. Union, slowing down. If the ankle is stacked, slowly release it. Bring your knees back to center. Press into your feet to lift your hips up to the sky. Release them down. Ah, just rock your hips a little side to side here. We'll take just a moment here. Actually, I think what we really need is a nice forward fold to really calm the mind and give us one final deep step. Roll over onto one side and use your hands to come up to a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you. And if you find that you have a lot of tension in the backs of the legs, the glutes, or the low back, and you're kind of falling back here, this is a really nice time to have a towel or a blanket of some kind, not too big, and then just place it just underneath the base of your spine. So you're not sitting on top of it, but rather just under the base of the spine. And this will help to tilt the pelvis forward and make this position a little more comfortable. Bring the legs together. Gently flex the toes back toward the face so the toes are up to the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Really lengthen the spine up. Exhale, hinge forward. Relax the hands wherever they naturally rest. Lengthen your spine. And then release down, folding over the legs. Space between the teeth. You can have your hands in whatever position works best for you. For many of us, that's going to just be the hands in the earth. If you have a lot of space here or gorilla arms like moi, you can take a hold of your big toes with your middle and index fingers. You may be able to reach your hands around the bottoms of your feet. Just make sure that your whole body is involved in this rather than just straining and reaching your chest forward. The shoulders plug back in. The belly reaches toward the thighs. We'll stay here for a few more breaths wherever you are in this pose. No strain. How can you soften into it rather than forcing the body to do something? We'll take 5 more slow, deep breaths in this pose. Relax the head and the neck. On your next inhalation, hug the navel toward the spine and slowly roll up the spine one vertebra at a time. The head is the very last thing to come up. Arms are really heavy here. Lift your spine up to the sky, shoulders drop back and down. Plant the palms on the earth if you can, rooting down, fingers point forward, Dandasana. Feel yourself grounded and anchored. Beautiful. Scoot yourself down on your mat so you have enough room to lie down. Hug the navel toward the spine. Reach the arms forward. And rather than reaching like this, plug the shoulders back into the sockets. Begin to curl down the spine by curling your tailbone forward. We're going to use a little core on our way down here. Curl down, down, down. See if you can touch down one vertebra at a time, all the way down. And once you're on your back, bend your knees, hug them into the chest, rock from side to side. Oh, place the hands on the tops of the knees and make big circles with the knees, opposite directions, big circles. Little massage on the sacrum and opening in the hips. Change directions. Oh, beautiful. And we'll just take the next 30 seconds to just give your body any last little bit of movement that it wants. Just 30 seconds, really short yogi's choice today. If you'd like to take happy baby, maybe the hands come up to the outer edges of the feet or the shins with the knees really wide. Maybe you'd like to stretch the legs out wide. Relax your lips, your face. And when you're ready, slowly make your way into Shavasana by extending the legs down the mat. Take the feet wide, allow the toes to fall out to the sides. You're always welcome to have a bolster or pillows or a blanket behind your knees here for maximum comfort. You may wish to tuck the shoulders underneath you. Arms are alongside the body with the palms up to the sky. Make any little adjustments that you need so you can maintain stillness for these last few minutes of practice. Let the breath be. Release control of the breath. Let the thoughts come and go. Release control of the thoughts. Become the witness of the sensations, mind, and emotions, resting in stillness. The thoughts pass one by one. There's nothing to hold on to. Just let them go. The thought comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. Shavasana is a very important pose. If you have time to rest longer, I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. If you are ready to complete practice, start to deepen the breath. Very slowly, slowly move the fingers and the toes as if you're moving your body for the first time. Really feel it. Feel your body. Our mind is always ready to just take us someplace else. Practice being right here. Slowly reach the arms up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. Bend your knees and very slowly roll over onto your left side. You can use your left arm as a pillow. And really just give your weight to the floor, to the earth here. Feel yourself being held. Use your hands to slowly press yourself up to a seat with the eyes closed. We'll complete our practice first by placing our palms over our heart and offering ourselves another kind thought or two or even three. Let's start to build this muscle of speaking to our own beloved self with love and kindness, acknowledgement. You deserve all beautiful things in this life, all beautiful things. Bring the palms to touch now in Anjali Mudra. We'll complete with our chant, offering the benefit of our practice to all beings and all of creation. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu 3 times. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy, peaceful, free. Peace, peace, peace. Please join if you know the words, or if you're learning, also welcome to join. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Love and blessings to all. Mm. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you for sharing in our community practice today. We'll take a few moments to be together for anyone who'd like to share before we complete. Oh, I am Amy. For anyone who hasn't met my beloved mama, this is my dearest Sandy.
Many of you have actually been in lives with us before, offering different things. She does have a page here on Insight Timer, Sandy Magram. Uh, what a treat! What a treat!
Big treat.
Really big treat. Oh, thank you all so much for being here with us and being in this practice space. Anything you'd like to share with our beautiful community? Can you hear her? Is she close enough to my?
I just feel so blessed. I just feel so blessed to be in the presence of my beautiful daughter in heaven on earth. This is my soul place.
We're in Hawaii for anyone who doesn't know.
And I am just so grateful for all of you coming to support her as she supports you. So much love to give you all. So much love.
It runs in the family. You can probably tell. Thank you, Mama. Thanks for being here with us. Oh, you don't have to go unless you're trying to go. Oh, look who's here. Oh, hi, friends. So happy to see you. Hello, Miss Hans Price. Oh, so happy to be together. So happy. And look, Siska, look. Oh, Ola, look. Hi, everyone. Shakti, Jenny, Lisa. Oh, oh, oh. Love you all. And thank you so much for your donations, friends. Thank you. Your donations support me in my work, and they also, a portion of the donation goes to Insight Timer. So we're keeping this platform alive so that we can continue to have this space. I mean, what a gift. We have this amazing platform with so much amazing content, with so many beautiful teachers. And it's a free platform. I mean, we can pay for a subscription, but it's free, right? So thank you for supporting Insight Timer also with your donations. Oh, look, our Cynthia's here too, and Angel. Oh, give us a hello, friends. Anyone who's still here, maybe just say hi and tell us where you are in the world. It's so nice to see all of you and to be together. Heike's here. Hi. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, and for anyone who's newer to practicing yoga asana together, for many, my practice is on the stronger side. Yes, so that's why I really offer, hi, Jenny, hi, Angel. I really offer to honor your body. You don't have to do the exact same thing that I'm doing. And for many of us, we're in the building process, meaning like we're developing strength in certain areas, we're developing flexibility in certain areas of our bodies, and that takes time. I mean, I can tell my practice was off like the last 3 months, and I could tell there were a few poses today where I was like, wow, I'm almost not strong enough to do this as if I've been doing it the whole time. So be kind with yourself. Yeah. Oh, hi, Riley. So nice to see you. It's been a long time. Oh, I'm so glad, so glad. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, thanks, Alora. Thanks, Amy. Alora, I miss you so much. Yes, Tracy, I do. You can find all of my regular live classes on the app. I regularly teach at well, Hawaii doesn't change, so this will be changing when the time changes from daylight savings in the United States, for anyone who's based in the US at least. Um, I lead yoga generally on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Hawaii time. However, that changes when the time zones change. Yeah, so you just kind of keep your eye out for that. And if you go to my profile page where all of my lives are listed, you can see there. You'll see it in your time zone if you're not familiar with how the app works. So I'd say it's probably the easiest thing to do. Go to the profile page and you can see the classes. So generally it's Mondays at 12 Hawaii time, which is right now 5 p.m. Eastern time. Soon it will be 6 p.m. And 9 a.m. on Tuesdays, Hawaii time. And what is that? 2 p.m. Eastern, soon to be 3 p.m. Eastern, United States time. Amy, I'm not. I'm on Oahu.
All right, beloveds, any final things you'd like to share before we complete today? Thank you for staying for our nice long session. I love you. Thanks so much for being here with us and shining your light. We'll wait just a moment because I know there's a lag on the chats. And just want to give an extra special shout out to everyone that we just had our retreat together. It was so divine to be together. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you saying yes to that calling to be together. And what a gift it was to be together in person, and just beyond words, really. So thank you. Thank you so much for saying yes to you and trusting me to carry you through that experience together. Oh, and something else. If anyone is not part of our group here on the app, we have a group. It's called Love Heals All. Love Heals All. And it's a beautiful space to be together, to support one another, to maybe reach out if we need support with something, also to just share uplifting content. Such a kind, compassionate space. Yes, Lori, it was so, so fantastic. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any. Oh, Jenny's sharing something. So glad to be back to Vinyasa, and this class is perfect. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad, Jenny. So glad. Okay, friends. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your day, your night, wherever you are in the world. Drink water, nourish yourself, and let's create these new neural pathways of kind thoughts and loving thoughts and caring thoughts towards ourselves. Any final words you want to share with our community?
Hello, goodbye, aloha.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you so. See you soon.